Buenas tardes. Yo soy el profesor Sandoval, and this is Back to School at Servite High School for CP Spanish 1. It is a pleasure to have you here virtually. Although I prefer to have you here in person, we do what we can. It's also an honor to teach your children. This campus has truly been lonely and not the same without them. So we're happy to have them back safely on campus. A little bit about myself. I was born in Los Angeles, but I lived the first 4 years of my life in Ensenada, Baja California, Mexico. Yes, where the tacos are the best in the world. My first language was Spanish. I am a devout Catholic. I love my Mexican culture and my Catholic faith. And I'm happy that they're very much integrated. When I graduated high school, I joined the seminary. I was in the seminary for 3 years studying to become a Catholic priest. My uncle is actually a cardinal in Guadalajara, Jalisco, and he voted for the last two popes. So there was some pressure, you could say, for me to become a priest. But after realizing that the priesthood was not my vocation, my calling, I went to college. When I was at Franciscan University, I participated in missionary work in various countries. I would serve as an interpreter to doctors, nurses, and priests. Serving as an interpreter to doctors was not fun, or nurses, having to tell people of their medical conditions. A priest slash principal friend of mine convinced me to become a teacher after I graduated college. He asked me if I would come teach at a Catholic high school in Los Angeles. I hesitated, but I agreed after much persuasion. And I'm so happy I did because I've been doing this for 16 years and I do not look back one day. This is truly my passion. I've been at Servite for the last 2 years and I have taught both elementary and high school, public schools and private schools. However, my preference is high school and Catholic education. I am new to the Spanish department, but not to the Spanish language. My educational background is I have a BA in philosophy and theology from Franciscan. I have an MA in secondary education from Loyola Marymount University and another master's from in theology from Franciscan University. About Spanish 1 or CP Spanish 1. This year we're using a program called Somos without a textbook. This program is based on a TPRS technique, which is teaching proficiency through reading and storytelling. TPRS lessons use a mixture of reading and storytelling to help students learn a foreign language in the classroom setting. The method works in 3 steps. Step 1, the new vocabulary structures to be learned are taught using a combination of translations, gestures, and personalized questions. In step 2, these structures are used in a spoken word in class story. And finally, in step 3, these same structures are used in a class reading. How we learn our language is not necessarily through a textbook. If you think about how you learned language when you were a little kid, regardless of whether your first language is English, Chinese, Spanish, Russian, whatever. Your parents didn't hand you a textbook and say, all right, mijo, mija, or little one, get to it. We learned language through our culture. We learn language through interaction, through speaking it, through hearing it. And that's what I intend to do with the students by using the language in the class as often as I can around them. I hope that they will begin to say, oh, I know what that means in Spanish. When they see it on a billboard, when they read it, when they hear it on the radio, on TV, on an ad, on the internet, etc. My class is very interactive. The students get points and they participate. The Spanish homework, website is where students will find most, if not all, their assignments. Spanish is the most popular language, second most popular language in the world. And it would help your children immensely if they can learn it. So encourage them. Spanish is all around us, it's not going away. Listening to Spanish music, watching Spanish shows, these are some of the things that can really help your child learn this language if they have time. Contact Profe Sandoval. If you have any questions or need any help with anything, please feel free to contact me via email or phone. I want to see your sons succeed, so please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any concerns or any questions. My email is jsandoval@servitehs.org. Phone number is the phone number of the school, which is 714-774-7575, extension 1197. I'm looking forward to working together with you to help your sons reach their full potential. Last but not least, it is important that you pray with your children, for your children, but even more important that you pray with them and attend mass or church with them. When I was a teenager, my mother would come into my room every night and she would kneel next to me and we would pray in Spanish, and she would always encourage me. Sometimes we would laugh, sometimes we would cry. But this truly changed my life. So I encourage you to speak to your children, ask them about their activities, about school, pray with them, pray for them if they don't want to pray with you. Now more than ever, depression has become common among teenagers, which is really sad. And they need to know that someone wants to listen to them and cares for them, as I'm sure you do. Thank you for your time and for trusting me to form and educate your sons. I truly take this responsibility serious and as a sacred duty from God Himself. You and your family are in my prayers. God bless you. Adios for now.